Recording in progress.
Partner. Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us today and for this week. We appreciate it. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Cruel Digital buds of yesteryear. With me today, all the way in North Hollywood, California, it's Mr. Mike Dawson.
That's right, dude. Just being the Tom Schultz to your Brad Doltz or whatever the guy's name is.
I only know Brad Doltz. Who's Tom Schultz?
The other guy.
Okay, I'm big Brad Doltz guy right here though.
Yeah,
So
that's sweet, man.
I'm glad that you gave him a little shout out. And then all the
Thanks
way
for the confidence too. And now I realize you were bullshitting, and now I'm lack of confidence again. But continue.
and
Carry
then
on.
all the way in Long Beach, California, like myself, it's Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Hey, Kalen.
Hey, Chris.
Hi. And then
Hey.
all the way in Austin, Texas, making his triumphant return to the podcast, it's Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. No Gary today. Or at least he might be on later this week for Patreon, maybe. Fingers are crossed.
Man's working hard.
He's a hardworking man. So that's what happens. But look, we got a lot of stuff to get into. Dawson has some news where he's actually going to share his screen. And you know when somebody wants to share their screen, we get really excited about it. We're very, very happy. So
First of all, I got to say, go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say this might be a good time to check out our YouTube. We actually put all these episodes up on YouTube, right?
They're on the
YouTube.com/@watercooler. I don't fucking
You're
know.
about to see my screen.
Chris Loxamana. What is it, Chris?
You just search Watercooler Podcast and I'm sure it'll pop up.
All right, there you
Crazy.
go.
Yes, you're about to see my screen. But first, I got to clear something up. It's Brad Delp, the singer of Boston. Tom Schultz, the that guy.
Oh, that guy.
Wait,
Okay, yeah. Now I gotcha.
Who's Boston? I'm a big Brad Doltz guy. So, yeah.
So yes, I have some news, very important news, and I will share my screen.
Okay, and for the listeners,
We got a preview of this.
We have a lot of audio listeners, so as he's sharing his screen, Kalen, I'm going to need you to just explain everything that you are seeing on the screen, just for the audio listeners. I need you to describe it for them.
Right.
You know
Okay,
how it goes.
okay.
Like we just turned on some accessibility settings.
Yeah, it should be easy. I mean,
yeah.
it's just probably going to be one picture, but I'll do my best.
Okay. I need you
There we
to
go. Yeah.
describe so that people can use the theater of the mind if they need to.
Yeah. Well, he's trying. He's looking.
I'm
around.
ready. I'm glad y'all are seated. I'm just waiting for you to wrap up. You done? Yeah. I have some bad news.
Oh.
Little Charlie is dead.
Oh no.
What?
What?
Yeah. He died last night.
Dawson, what did you do?
He died last night.
Kalen, what are we seeing?
It's a dead Charlie. It's a dead, broken, blood everywhere, all over the counter, guts spilled out. It's horrific, honestly. It's
It's a murder.
this should have come with a trigger warning or something.
I've
because I was not prepared for this.
I've produced a lot of true crime stories, and I've seen some grisly images. But this one takes the cake.
Yeah. This is how he died.
Dawson is now.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a minute.
Yeah. He died in a scramble with bacon and linguiça. And if you notice, there was a 3-egg scramble. And that's the easy scramble I like to do. I just crack the eggs right in there. And one of my eggs from Costco was a double yolker. I had a lot of double yolkers.
So if you had a double
That's
yolker,
one.
what did you need?
I didn't
Charlie
know.
for?
Dude, I didn't know. Maybe had I known that it was a double yolker, maybe Charlie could have lived another day. But,
Oh my God.
Charlie's all in here, and we put him in a very warm blanket,
Wow.
Oh my God.
and
I hate
we
you
played
so
that
much
Tim
right now.
McGraw song.
Take away
This
his
is very
screen sharing.
upsetting. This is
We
very
played that
upsetting.
Tim McGraw song.
Kalen,
Well,
what are we seeing right now?
That's a burrito.
It's a burrito, and Charlie's poor body is mangled inside.
For those who may have just been tuning into this podcast recently, Dawson. I mean, this has been an ongoing thing. It feels like all year. Dawson made a proclamation that he can eat.
Can you put the picture away, man? This is really disturbing me.
This is truly
sorry,
upsetting
guys.
Stuff.
It's upsetting to me too, Chris. But I'm going to tell you, man.
I wanted to see like you just by the
Continue.
Pool. Dawson made the proclamation that he will happily eat a 10-month-old egg?
A 9-month
egg.
Let's backtrack a little bit, Chris.
Charlie. He marked it the way David Blaine would have his person mark a ace of spades or something in a magic trick just to make sure it's the real one. So it was uniquely marked. And Dawson said he was going to eat it. We put it on the calendars. People cleared their schedules for it. They canceled vacations.
Tragic.
Someone was having a birthday party.
Katie
right?
I know.
And look, Stacy was so excited.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Chris.
There was a couple of people who wanted to get married while Dawson was eating this egg. Like they really were doing some huge life milestones. Yeah. And we've been talking about the egg. We've been checking in on this egg that we, for some reason, have named Charlie over
Little Charlie. Now, let me tell you something, Chris. Because there's a portion of Little Charlie's blood that's on your hands. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to explain why. You stated earlier that I proclaimed that I could eat Little Charlie after 10 months was your exact words. It was 9. And yet that's not even true because I never proclaimed 9 months. I proclaimed 6 months. And because I believe that when you forced it to 9 months, and I was not gonna do that to little Charlie. I was willing to let him have a nice 6-month fridge life. And then we would celebrate his life. We'd play some Tim McGraw. We'd drink some Chianti. We would really, everyone would get a chance to say their farewells and we could all enjoy little Charlie. Chris, you pushed that to 9 months. And honestly, man, you gave him a death sentence.
This is some revisionist
you gave little Charlie a death
going
sentence
on right now.
I know.
This is.
Well,
I'll play the tape.
I wish we had a segment where we played the tape of older episodes because
I believe at one point when we were all begging you not to do this because you are going to get sick from a 9-month-old egg, we were trying to convince you to even bring it back down to 6 after it got pushed
that
to
never
9
happened.
months.
That never happened. However,
listen,
I had already the second Chris said 9 months, I said this is not going to happen, but I'm going to go along with it.
You did not.
Okay, you're
Chris,
just gaslighting
this is on
us.
your hands.
You're just completely gaslighting us right now.
Talk to Eric Lepore. I
don't need to. We were on a fucking show together. We have
I understand.
We're gonna play this back.
Oh.
No, that's fine.
Why are you?
But talk to Eric
now you're throwing our
Lepore.
listeners under the bus.
Now listen to me.
What does Eric have to do with this?
I called Eric.
He called him
that night. He listens to the show. He's listening right now and he's laughing his ass off. I called him that night and I said, these guys are all fucking idiots, dude. They think I'm going to eat a 9-month-old egg.
Yeah, we all.
So you too thought it was 9 months.
No, you're missing the point. You're missing the point, Matt. You're missing the point. I said 6 months. I was comfortable with 6 months.
You didn't even do that.
Chris,
that's the next question.
9 months.
How long has it been?
As soon as he said 9 months, I knew I'm not eating a fucking 9-month-old egg. But I went along with it.
This is
okay.
And
you got all
last
of our
night,
up. You got us all excited just to break
last
our
night,
hearts.
I had tres huevos left, and I had a lot of bacon, and I had a little bit of linguiça. And a burrito was calling my name, and little Charlie was like, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Well, Dawson.
And play he did. And I'll tell you what, for that reason, little Charlie is my All-American.
Wow.
No, Matt, do not clap.
He said the title.
Don't care. Don't care.
Thank you, Matt. I need you to understand.
Speaking of which, my pick for movie club, by the way. Just a little reminder there.
Matt, not now.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. You're right. You're right.
You're right.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm
calling on.
Dos went from 3 huevos to no huevos. He actually had no huevos.
I have 0 huevos now.
Oh my God.
I have 0 huevos.
We have listener detectives out there, and I'm calling on all of you.
Yeah.
Go back, listen to the episode. Let me know the time code. I'll pull it for next week.
There's a couple of angles here. First off,
just another look.
No.
Another look.
Why does he so privileged?
At the end of Little. God, that burrito's so good.
Oh, I think I'm gonna vomit.
Oh, so good. Little Charlie. Little Charlie will live in my. He lived in my intestines until this morning.
Oh, nice.
But he will live in my heart forever.
Chris, you look deeply, deeply disturbed. What's going through your mind right now?
I'm really upset.
Yeah.
I mean,
tell me about it.
There's a couple. I've mixed feelings. One, yeah, we've been going down this road. I was committed. I thought we were all committed.
You were had, Chris. You were had. But continue. But it was your own doing because you laid the bricks on the path in which I traveled.
I was just along for the ride.
You did. You were cobbling the stones, bro. You were leading the path. You were clearing the brush. You had a machete out there. You're cutting down bamboo. And you're going this way. 9 months. And, I told little Charlie, I'm like, look, bro, we could have had a glorious 6 months together. But Chris Loxamana cut your life short. And it was a sad moment for.
I was crying.
Oh boy.
For little Charlie and me. But we did it, okay? We did it.
Now he's turning into
and we're not going back.
Don't disguise this don't disguise this.
You killed him.
Oh, he's trying.
You killed him.
And
regained my composure there.
Wow.
Yeah, you killed him, Chris. I'm sorry.
You can't see off screen, but I've broken like 5 pencils since this all started.
Yeah, that's it's awful. It is. It's
Look, I don't want to get political here, but I think ultimately we can just blame the rise in the cost of eggs.
Oh God!
Thus, Dawson, you were not willing to purchase more eggs in your time of need. You needed to conserve, and thus you had no other choice.
And look who suffered.
If that's a burrito picture again, I'm leaving. Okay.
Oh,
little Charlie.
Okay.
Little Charlie. There's a little bit of his guts there.
Oh my God.
So Dawson has just ate that egg that he promised. People marked it on their calendars.
I know.
This is disappointing to a lot of listeners out there. I hope we
actually, I think the payoff's fucking great. I think the payoff's fantastic.
Well, the payoff is that you're not going to die from salmonella.
December. Yeah. So Dawson, how does it feel to have ruined so many people's Christmases? Because
actually,
we're all looking forward to
as someone who has been a part of many ruined Christmases, that part of it doesn't feel good.
Well,
however, Santa will still visit you, and who's to say there's not another little Charlie somewhere? So you have to hope. And as long as we have hope and empathy, we will survive as one.
2025 is just shot. It's done. I'm just phoning it in the rest of the year. This is ridiculous.
Hallelujah, little Charlie. Rest in tortillas.
On another note, I imagine a lot of the listeners, rightfully so, are as
that took a lot. Thanks, guys.
Are as upset as I am, right? So
yeah.
We did.
I understand, but Chris, you did this to yourself. I feel
this
I feel for Kaylin. I feel for Matt. I feel for Gary. But this
angle.
You pushed it, man. You killed him early.
Regardless, I got to take a sidebar here and talk to the listeners for just one moment. Look, I'm with you. We're all upset about this. Yeah. We've all had the rug just ripped out right from under us as we were just standing around enjoying each other's company. But we all did suggest he not do this. And he basically
so what do you feel bad about?
He basically listened to us. So we can't get hold on, Dawes. I'm trying to stop a mob from forming here.
But you're painting a lie with another lie, Chris, and I just can't stand for it. But continue, please. Continue. Your canvas is it's interesting.
Look, we don't need to get too upset or all up in arms. We're going to be fine. It's Dawson. What are you going to do? And we did suggest that he does not eat the egg. We're all actually concerned for his health and for his well-being, and he didn't eat the egg. So in a way, we won.
I ate it though.
Well, he didn't eat the egg after 10 months or 9 months,
That was
but
really
in a way, we won. So we can go about our lives. It's disappointing. Look, I mean, it's
Little Charlie was a good.
I know we have a lot of longtime listeners, and I know for those listeners, you're not used to seeing a bit that we've had draw out and not complete and not finish. We don't do that.
It's true.
We don't do that. And so
Absolutely
true.
I don't know why you're looking at me when you say that. I don't appreciate that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just so upset. Okay, well.
I mean, put this in the great expanse of Watercooler letdowns. Does this hurt more than when T-Rex ate everybody on day one of the Hunger Dome? I mean, come on.
That was tough for everybody.
That was a hard day. If you put that, and again, Chris's fault. If you put it into that kind of perspective, I think you know who your friend is. It's Little Charlie. I just want us all to be together and we'll listen to that Tim McGraw song and we'll just a tribute to Little Charlie. He was a good egg, Unfortunately, his life was cut short by one Chris Loxamana, but it's okay. It's I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. Just move on and try to heal from this.
I will never forgive you.
Because I think that's what Little Charlie would want.
Look what you guys did. Stop letting him go.
I think that's what Little Charlie would want.
I got to say,
do it for Little Charlie.
This has been an emotional experience for me. I don't know if you guys remember, but my dog died a week ago. So
finally,
this has been
something to cheer us up right now.
Awesome.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna give a stirring tribute, but nothing I could say would top the emotional experience of Charlie's passing.
I didn't mean to hijack your plane, bro.
No,
I'm sorry, but I felt Little Charlie. Yeah, no, for Little Charlie.
Enough of Charlie. Charlie is gone. I need to shift. We need to shift gears right now and talk about something more positive.
That was heavy,
but
cathartic.
Something funny. Let's talk about something hilarious.
So Matt,
that was really cathartic. Thank you guys for letting me get that off my chest. Thank you.
It's good to laugh. It's good to laugh.
Great. We're losing Matt.
Oh shit. I love it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, this show. Where's Gary? I miss Gary.
Yeah, where's Gary?
Oh man. All right. Well, a couple things we could do from here on out. One,
burn it all to the ground.
I know. Look, take your time, piece yourself together. I know it's big news and it's hard to carry on, but we must persist.
We will.
That's what Little Charlie would want, and wants. In egg heaven. He's looking at us now.
Okay. Jeez, dude, you freaking what a way
no
to
cheese,
start.
Just eggs.
What a way to start the show. I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now.
Again, Chris, we're looking inward.
This is maybe why we should start doing production meetings where we're going to discuss ahead of time.
No.
How
would that have been any better than what that was? That was gold right there. Should have saved that shit for Patreon.
We should have just lied about it. You should just ate a week-old egg 9 months later. That would have been more satisfying. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do comments. I can't do this right
Oh shit.
And these are all comments delivered to us by you, the listeners. Thank you so much for leaving us comments. If anybody wants to leave a comment, there are a couple ways to do it. One is you could join the aforementioned Patreon by signing up for as little as $5 a month or 5 eggs. These
days.
Yeah, it gets you
1 egg.
It gets you an extra episode a week, ad-free episodes, and opportunities for movie club meetups and meetups. movie clubs and meetups. I guess we call them movie club meetups sometimes too, because we do pair them together. So please sign up or join our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions and we might let you in. It's free. My favorite place on the net. So before we get to comments, Matt mentioned earlier at a really strange time of the episode, but that he has picked a movie. So it's Matt's turn to pick the movie. Last time we watched Friday, and we had a great time.
Solid pick.
Pick. So next, Matt, you can assign the movie. So
How dare you?
Can watch.
You picked All American was your last pick, so.
And
is Matt going to make the redemption call, or is he going to try to dig a deeper hole with you guys? I loved my All American.
What was the one you picked before that?
Gosh, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
It's probably something awesome.
Yeah, it's probably something. It was so good. It was so good.
Well, there's a lot of great stuff on Netflix right now, and I suppose it's not Citizen Kane, but it is The Dark Knight.
Nah.
Shut up.
That's right, folks.
Good.
Jeez.
I'm glad I haven't rewatched it in a year.
This is yeah. I'm more stunned than I was earlier.
Let's do it.
Actually, hold on. Let me watch it right now.
I just think it's a movie that we can. It'll bring us all back together. You know, we can all share our love.
We all need it.
We all need it. Let's do it for little Charlie.
People love this movie. I think they might be interested to hear our take on it.
Yeah.
The fact that Dawson ate
I thought you'd be more excited.
The fact
I didn't expect stunned silence.
And then took pictures of it.
Wait till they get a load of E.
Oh my God. I'm going to have fucking that image in my mind now.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You actually make a fucking awesome Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that wasn't Michael Caine?
No, that was fucking Jack Nicholson. That was Jack Nicholson? Nicholson. Nicholas was the golfer. I just haven't seen him at any Lakers games lately, so I haven't remembered his name.
Keelan, you seem disappointed. I'm sorry. I thought you would have been very excited for that.
No, I'm super excited. I'm stunned. Like I said, I was prepared to be very disappointed by what you did. Typically, the movies that you pick on Netflix are ones that none of us have seen, including yourself. You just pick random ones on Netflix and go, "Hey, all right, let's just check this one out," and it typically doesn't end up very well. So I'm a bit stunned right now, and yeah, I mean, we could do the movie night right now, and we can start right after. We can start right after the show, and I'll be ready to go.
Right now. It's a wonderful pick. I can't wait to watch it again. Yeah.
What's this? What number is this going to be for everybody? Ballpark it.
All the way through, start to finish, probably like in the 30s, I'd say.
Oh my God. I would say this is maybe around 10 would probably be the max that I would put it at, but it's also been well over a decade.
Chris?
I would say 30.
Wow, I'm at 20.
It was my go-to plane movie when I would travel, just because I would always put on the background as working on whatever. It was always on planes. There's a few movies that are always on planes. It's the Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, and it's Crazy Stupid Love. Crazy Stupid Love is always on the plane. Great movie.
I've seen it about 20 times probably, and like the first 15 times I watched it, it's just because I wanted to see the opening scene again, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm watching the whole movie.
Crazy Stupid Love?
Yeah.
Great opening scene.
Yeah. Awesome. Double feature. My All American.
One of the best twists ever in that movie.
I agree. Because
you never expect it from a rom-com. Yeah.
It's lovely. Anyway, thank you, Matt. I really look forward to watching The Dark Knight.
Baby.
The Dark Knight of movies. Let's see. So, Dawson brought up Jack Nicholson at the Lakers game. It actually, I got a text about that not that long ago, because many moons ago, I was picked to perform in a halftime show. I walked into when it was Staples Center, and this me and three of my friends, we just walked in after we were going to watch the game, and
they like to let the kids run onto the court at the beginning, though, right?
That they do, but this is for something different.
Oh, okay.
And these two people with clipboards come up and they go, "Hey, do any of you guys play basketball?" And we went, and me, I was currently in an adult recreation league, We won the championship years later. But at that moment, we were last place and we were terrible. But I said, yeah, we know how to play basketball. Sure. And he's like, well, I need two of you. I need two people for the halftime show. Would either of you, you two of you be interested? And I said, I would. And another friend of mine agreed too. He said, great. And then so he's like, so here's what you'll do. You'll meet me at that entrance at the beginning of the second quarter, and I'll take you down courtside. You watch the second quarter courtside, and we'll bring you out for a halftime show. And so we were excited. We go down. We get to watch a courtside Laker game for a quarter, and then we get brought in for the halftime show. And the challenge is it's sponsored by Toyota. They gave us these red Toyota shirts, like triple XL, because they just wanted to make sure it fit whoever they picked. So it came down.
You
my
must have been
knees.
swimming on that one, dude.
Freaking looked like a moo. I was wearing Homer Simpson's moo.
Yeah.
And the challenge was it's one person at a time, and it's just like a skills challenge. So you take the ball, you dribble down the court in between, you weave in between cones, you stop. Oh no, and then you go all the way to the other one basket. You make a layup, or you attempt a layup, and then you grab another ball, you pass it through like the tire a couple times, and you dribble up to the other side, and you make like a free throw or something. And that was it. And I was so excited because I got to dribble on the floor where the Lakers were playing, and man, I thought I knew nice floors to dribble on. I had some wonderful give, incredible response. I could see why pros like playing on that surface. But I was actually excited because Jack Nicholson was there. And I'm like, I'm going to play basketball in front of Jack Nicholson. This rules. And so, and the winner gets, the winner got $100 between me and my friend. And so I dribbled through the cones. I actually make the layup. And now I want to go give Jack Nicholson a little dap. A little fist
dude.
bump.
You got him.
Because now I'm turning around the other side, and he always sat right by the scorer's table. So I'm just jogging over, and I kind of just break away to go run over to him, and a cheerleader like grabs me by the shoulders. Is like, nope, and puts me
That's
back on track to start. I'm like, oh, all right, sorry, I went the wrong way, my bad. And I start passing the ball, and I dribble down to the other side, and I shoot a free throw, and my friend does it, and my friend does better than I do. He wins. He gets $100, and that was it. And it was really fun.
You know, Chris, I got to say, that's as good as it gets.
Thank you. That's it. Really was too. But I appreciate the pun. I'm trying to think of any other ones. Afterwards, we went to Chinatown. Did it? Okay.
Something's got to give. You'll figure it out eventually.
All right, so I shot the free throw. I made one, Flavor the Cookies Nest, and and then we get the $100. We watch the rest of the game from the nosebleeds wherever we were watching it from, and then we enjoy ourselves. So I would say about 6 days ago, my friend's at a Laker game. They're playing crypto, and it's one of the friends who came with us, and he goes, "Hey, that challenge that you did, they're still doing it at Lakers games halftime show, but winner gets a car." It's like, wow.
Times have changed.
Inflation, man. So
wow.
it was just funny just seeing that. And he texted me a photo of it. I was like, yeah, that's what we did. But the winner of that one gets a car. All right. Let's see some comments now. Sorry, I know we got sidetracked, but I am
The Dark Knight will do that to you.
Dark Knight. Look.
Speaking of movies, by the way, can we play our "This Is How You Remind Me"? Because actually, it's movie related.
Let's. So
right.
here, let me hit.
This is kind of like a listener comment. I mean, it came in from a listener,
Good point.
so I can explain it in a minute here.
This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of the podcast we had. Yeah.
All right, so this is our segment where we look back on the episodes in our archive, which you too can access for free. They're on the public feed, and this is this is how you remind me request from Andrew Richmond. This is from episode number 216, entitled "Better Than Crack," Matt's poem and show and tell. This is an episode from April 2020. So early pandemic, we were doing the show and tell. And in this clip, I decided to Chris, I think you told me to blindly grab a movie from my impressive shelf of DVDs, and Kalen will review the movie on the spot.
Fun game.
And I grabbed The Mask. Here's the clip.
I already know what it is. Let's go. Behind you, just grab one. They all fall out.
Hold it up to the camera.
Oh, that's a great one.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what? It has to be decided now.
I can't in good conscience do it because I've only seen it once when I was a kid and I don't even remember it.
All right, Keelan, I'm going
You
to
still have to flick it.
I'm loaning it to you.
I can't. I haven't seen the movie and I don't remember the movie.
Chris, I'm going to need you to
You
boot
can try
Kalen.
it again.
Chris, I'm going to need you to boot Kalen from the Zoom right now.
Yeah, I'm very
You need to
tempted.
watch The
I'm
Mask
following the
right
rules.
now.
Kalen, all will
Yeah.
be forgiven if you can just give me in your best impression one line from The Mask. Any line.
Kalen, the most famous line from that movie is a single word.
I know. It's smoking. But I was going to do another one, which is somebody lick me.
Not the line.
Is that a line? I think it's somebody stop me.
Yeah.
I don't
He's been watching the porno version of The Mask, I think.
Oh, so good. That's one of my all-time favorite moments.
That's
That might-
funny.
that might be
Kalen,
one of my
have you
best ones.
since seen The Mask, by the way?
I have not.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't need to. He already memorized all the lines.
He already knows the best line in the movie. Anyway, that was a great memory. Thank you, Andrew, for sending that along.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Andrew.
thank you.
Easily one of my top memories. I'm so happy.
I
about
enjoyed
that.
reliving that.
Somebody lick me.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
He said it with such gusto.
Yeah.
Well, you told me to do my best impression.
You nailed it. You nailed
Yeah.
it. Thank you. All right. Dawson has bronchitis, by the way.
Not anymore. It's going to be fucking booted out of me in another couple of days. Praise God for the Z-Pack.
Now, listen, we got to get to some other comments, but I can't help but notice the connection between Dawson eating the months-old egg and then claiming he has bronchial infection.
Are you retarded? Like, seriously?
You know?
Like, seriously retarded? Because I went to the urgent care on Monday, and I ate a burrito last night.
And you have bronchitis
So-
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Matt.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's see here. Neil Jones says, ha ha ha. I thought I was the only one who thought that Dawson I lived on the 12th floor of my building. I always thought when I was on the balcony how effed up would I be if I just went for it. That's how I
Yeah.
figured it was time to go inside. Yeah,
That's funny because when I saw the 12th floor, my mind immediately went to triskaidekaphobia, fear of the number 13. And I thought he was going to say, I thought we had talked about how there is no 13th floor in a lot of hotels. And I'm like, what episode was that? And it's like, no, yeah, I guess everybody has that feeling of, what if I just go crazy and fucking jump?
Yeah.
Scary.
Let's see here. Oh, a lot of really nice messages from Matt. Casey Peters says, "OMG, so sorry for your loss, Matt."
Yeah, thank you everybody for the support. I genuinely appreciate it. It's a tough week, but
I know,
thank
buddy.
you guys.
2 losses, 2 big losses.
Stop it,
Yes.
Dawson. You gotta stop, man.
I'm happy you're laughing. Thank you.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, a lot of people were weirded out that Dawson wasn't doing the intro for ACS.
I'll tell. Here's what happened. So I leave several iterations of every intro. There are several versions of guests drop out. And I produce all of these intros in advance and then send them all to the staff while I'm away working. The last cruise I was on, it was seamless. Nobody really knew I was gone except I wasn't on the air. This time, Adam booted Mayhem for one show, and those are the... I didn't make that iteration of without Mayhem Miller. And so there was no clean intro. I didn't send the dry VO, so there was no way to build that. And we would have promoted Mayhem, and then it'd been different. But then again, fucking how many
cut it
times did
out?
we change the goddamn show? Well, you can't cut it out because it's married to the music bed.
Yeah.
Oh, you used to give us some dry
But
VO.
still, Adam could say no Mayhem today, and you didn't need to fucking do that. So I'm not sure.
no.
I'm not sure who's whose thought process made that happen. And yeah, whatever. All right.
All right.
Whatever.
All right, let's see here. Eric Chonga on Patreon, Eric Chonga Coin Team Lasagna 69 Jank says, if you're not sucking the salt off the shell, you're missing the whole point.
Yep.
He's talking about turtles. No, he's talking about peanuts.
Yep.
That's
All right,
Katie
now I
for
gotta
cleaning
say-
up most of my disgusting messes. Go ahead.
I was not on the last episode, and I heard you guys talking about sucking the shells, and I know that that's a thing that everybody does, and I'm not saying that I have any problem with it. I personally do not, but to say that I'm missing the point, I think is false, because I'm still getting a little bit of salt on my fingers when I'm cracking the shell.
You're sucking your fingers instead of the shells?
No, follow me here.
Okay.
I'm cracking the peanut shell open. I'm getting a little salt on the finger, and then when I'm pulling out the individual peanut, there's some salt transfer from my finger onto the peanut as it is entering my mouth.
That is way too complicated, dude. That's way too. Just suck the shells, man.
Just suck the shells?
Just suck the shells.
Really?
Yeah.
But when you say suck the shells, and this is a great job, but you're just putting it in your mouth and then immediately taking it back out of your mouth, right? Or are you
Exactly. You're
fucking
putting.
leaving it
Here's
in
what
your
you're
mouth?
doing. Here's what you're doing. You're
Describe
not
it
salting.
slowly.
You're not salting the peanut per se. You're salting your mouth so that when you eat the peanuts, they are salty.
Gotcha.
That's what sucking the shell is.
But it's not in your mouth
It's
for
that-
a long
it's
period
that-
of time. It's not
No.
being sucked like a throat lozenge.
No, you get all the salt off, quick, boom, 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 get all the salt off. Then you crack it, throw the nuts in, and you're like, yeah, man, salty nuts. Yeah, man.
All right, maybe
Salty nuts.
When I'm
maybe I'll be
sucking nuts-
converted.
Time.
Maybe I can be converted.
Yeah, when I'm
Yeah.
sucking nuts, I like to just get the. I just do the shell for just a little bit, and then so it's not too salty the whole time. You kind of you just gauge it. But I never thought about finger salt, Matt. Maybe I'll do some finger salt action. Next
Try
time.
fingering that salt, bro.
Because look, you told me how to eat the everything bagel, and sometimes I do like your philosophies. So I'll give the finger salt a shot. Let's see here. Duck Guy 69 Smith says, "Good for you, Kalen, for telling that guy to f off. Bicyclists need to stay off the effing road. I'm sure I'll get some hate, but in the words of Mr. Bean, go f yourself." I kept it clean, but he actually wrote the whole word.
Good, thank you.
Wow.
Like I
Oh.
said, it felt good. It
Oh, you
felt
know
good.
what? There's
I still
actually a
don't
new
regret my
word.
decision.
There's a new word that I've been so I went to the beach. I took my kid to the beach last week, and I guess it's spring break. So we go there, and this particular beach is just nothing but, I don't know, seniors in high school just running around, looking all ripped. It felt like I felt
Oh,
like
you're
I
gonna
was
say
in-
senior citizens.
no, seniors in high school. Yeah, it felt like a scene from The Karate Kid. Like they're all just hanging out at the beach now, and this is where they go. And they kept saying Gyat.
I've heard
Come
that
again?
one.
You've heard that one, huh? Okay,
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Like, what's the context?
I don't know what it means, but
Gyat.
I know it's Gyat, right?
Gyat.
Yeah.
What's
So-
it, like, when is it
Is
said?
it like yeah? Is it like
They just say
rawhide?
It's almost their new or like or Gyat.
Oh,
No,
wow.
it's if something. It's short for GD.
Oh, okay.
Gyat, but also it's
Okay.
Okay.
but also GYAT when they see like a girl walking by, girl yo ass is thick is like another thing
Oh
that
my God.
it
Can we
mean.
get a drop?
Wow.
We need to
That's
put somebody in charge of drops.
Wow.
But anyway,
That is
I've been
something
saying
special,
I've
I
been
might
man.
saying
just
it.
pull that one out on my own.
That was
I've
really
been saying
special.
it. It's my new glizzy. Gyat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gyat, I need a glizzy.
Gyat.
Gyat, you see that glizzy?
That sounds like they bussing something you do on the bussing makes me feel good. Gyat. You get an alley gyat.
Feel good.
Did you find an alley gyat?
Anyway, big Gyat guy here. Look, I mean, people thought I was going to Coachella. Now I'm just saying Gyat all the time. I mean, I'm really one with the kids.
You watch any home cello? You do any home cello?
I really want to tune in for I want to see Green Day and Jimmy Eat World, but it's only live streamed. I don't think are they archived?
I know.
Yeah, that's
They are
Jimmy
not.
Eat World?
How-
Jimmy Eat
I
World's
watched
at
both of them,
Coachella?
Chris. I watched
Dude.
both of those sets.
I love
for you.
me some Jew. Matt,
Thanks. I'll let my people know.
What'd you think of Homechella then?
It was pretty good. I got to say, I was doing my taxes that same weekend, which really put a damper on it. But when I wasn't being tortured by the idea of eternal debt, I did enjoy some music. It's definitely past our time, though. You know, you look at that lineup, and you mentioned Jimmy Eat World and Green Day, and that's about as many bands as I knew. But I did check out a couple things each day, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I love that they really have, 9 channels actually live streaming. Back in the day when my wife and I used to do this, I mean, I think they only had one camera on one stage, and they would select which shows they would actually stream. So the fact that you could really make a whole party out of it is amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I think they're doing it again this weekend, right? So
I think they do. Yeah, both weekends now.
Exactly. I shall tune in. Let's see here. Let's do another comment before we get out of here. Let's see. Dawson. This is Clay Taylor.
Yeah.
Very Dawson heavy episode. Well, Clay, wait till you hear this one, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. You're already hearing it, Clay. That's the thing. You're already living it. Now you're really, really, second guessing your thing. And just say a prayer for little Charlie.
Clay says you sounded rejuvenated. And those prog rock ladies must have been all over you. Prog rock ladies.
One of them stole my hat. Stole my hat and didn't want to give it back to me, but whatever.
That's a
I got
flirt
my
move, man.
hat back.
That's a
and I
classic.
ran.
That's a classic flirt move.
Yeah.
Or straight up criminal, and you should report that. All right. Well, anyway, those are our comments, everybody. Let's no outro here. No outro. We're just gonna do this dry. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started with Patreon. So I will go around the horn, listen to your plugs or your in memoriam for Dawson's Egg, and we'll GTFO and start Patreon. So Matt, what can we plug for you, buddy?
Got a few things here. First, patreon.com/watercooler. If you are not already subscribed, please consider doing so. You get to hear the second half of this conversation. And apologies for people on the public feed because we posted last week's episode a little late. But we're still here, baby. We'll still give you the free content.
We're still here. You probably want to listen to that one again after being so disappointed by what happened the first half of this episode. But
I think this one's going to be in heavy repeat mode.
This is a great episode. But yeah, please check that out. Also, just want to say, Just Fooling About, great podcast. Been really enjoying the show to that.
Look at that.
I'm gonna say there's some recent Yamaha videos I've seen of Chris Loxamana at Nam.
What is this guy
Trying to start a band with random people.
That was a fun one.
Fucking making me laugh. But most of all, I want to pay tribute to Charlie the egg, who really meant a lot to me over my life. One of the best eggs I've ever had. And not that I even had the egg, but just that egg being a part of my life was really so impactful to me. So Dawson, I really feel for you.
I know.
Love you, buddy. I hope we can get through this.
I didn't think it would be this hard.
I shouldn't have brought it up, as a rough note to end the show on, but you got to pay tribute to the ones you love,
Strength. For Charlie.
Look what you did, Matt. All right. Well, that was very sweet. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank
Kaylin,
you.
what about you?
I'm gonna go the other direction and say, you know what? Fuck Charlie. You know what? Fuck Charlie. Yeah, that's right. He let me down. He let us all down. He's a pussy letting himself get eaten after that month. You know what? Charlie can go fuck himself. I hope he's in egg hell right now. Fuck Charlie.
Wow. Egg hell. Holy
That's
shit.
right. Yeah, he is not looking down at us right now. That's for sure. So you really let me down there, Charlie. So there you go. Like I told the old man last week, go fuck off.
Dang.
And
every week I'm gonna need you to tell someone to F off, Kaylin, if that's all right.
And on top of that, Just Fooling About, I would be very, very grateful if you subscribed on Spotify or Apple, trying to boost those audio numbers a little bit. So that would be very nice if y'all went and did that.
Click subscribe.
Thank you. Yeah.
One click, and it helps Kaylin out a ton.
I know, Chris.
Go ahead, Doc.
I know. I'm gonna try to get through this. First of all, I am hosting this Friday night at the Comedy Chateau. It's gonna be tough to be on stage for 2 hours and introduce comedians and laugh but I can I can do it. I can do it because Charlie would want it. Okay, I'm done with this shit. Charlie would really want it that way though. So Friday night Comedy Chateau. Just say my name at the door. You can get in free. There's still a 2-drink minimum.
My name.
And I watched a fucking Amazon Prime series last night with like 22-minute episodes, and there's like 6 of them, and it was called The Booth at the End of the Diner, and it intricately weaves like 12 different people's stories. And like the preview is like the dude at the end of the in the booth of the diner. He's like,
I think you were watching the Sopranos finale.
No. He's like, I can get you what you want, but you got to do something for me, or you got to go do a task. And he sets like 12 different people on these tasks, and it's a good 3 hours of enjoyment. It's not totally great. It's not bad at all, but 22-minute episodes. It's called The Booth at the End of the Diner.
Is it a docu-series or is it
No,
like
it's a
scripted?
limited series. It's a
Okay.
scripted TV, but the episodes are like 22 minutes, I think.
Cool.
There's like 5 of them. It's pretty cool.
dig
Makes a decent movie.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you, Doss. Fun show to check out.
And
Booth at the End of the Diner.
Little Charlie.
Do not.
Solidarity.
You don't
Fuck
get
off.
this. You don't get this. He's still in your teeth. All right, and then
Gary's going to be very upset, by the way. He has not heard any of this yet.
I can't wait for I can't wait for Smith and her comments. That's all. All right, and then as for me, I'm playing Marina Wine this Saturday as like a little extra show this month. But I usually will play the first Saturday of every month as well. So please come out. And that's it. All right, goodbye. We love you, and thank you so much for listening. Adios.